everyone. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. That was for you, Kirk. Kirk is my brother, and he said he likes it when I say that. So, welcome. I am going to create a card using our die set. Simply Sweet. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch our camera view. This is the die set, and it has so many goodies packed into one little set. I want to show you all of the fun dies that come in this set. You've got a bunch of little flowers. And, you know, I don't even introduce myself. I probably should. I'm so sorry. In case you're new to the channel, or if you haven't seen me before, I'm Shannon Smith. I am the Inspiration Team Director, and I used to go live on Facebook, but I switched to YouTube. So if you are new, welcome, welcome. Hi, Donna. How are you? All right, so already you can see there are tons of dies. So you've got 3 little flowers that are the same, and then you've got these 2 that are a little bit different. You've got your strawberry and the layering piece, and you've got the little leaves that go on top of that. Hi, Tina. And then you've got these cute little guys. I don't know exactly what to call them, but I think they are great. These are really fun to use for little fillers on your card. And Candy?
Yes.
Hi, Candy. And then you've got all these little tags. So you've got this teeny tiny one. You've got this one that's got a little hole in it that's really cute. And then you've got these other 2 little tags. And not to mention, you've got this round one. And you've got this little bit bigger sized one. And then you've got these cute little labels that you can use together or separately, which are perfect for your sentiment. And then you've also got 3 borders that are super cute. So this one's really fun. This one was designed so that you could use it with the berries and the blossoms. But it also, I love that they're separate because this is really kind of pretty too. You could use this to make more of an elegant card, or if you wanted to use flowers or whatever else you wanted to use on it. In fact, this would be cute with the Halloween coming up. I'm just thinking that would be a cute way to do a border for Halloween and just do cute little Halloween things. It kind of has a misty look to it, like a mystical, like a spell or something. And then you've got this cute, just kind of, I don't know what to call that, but it's cute little border die. And then of course your classic scallop. Everybody needs a classic scallop in their collection. So we're going to use several of these today. We're going to use this one. We're going to use, we're not going to use this flower, but we're going to use all of the other ones. We're going to use, we're not using these guys today. We did use them last week though, if you'll remember, for the watermelon card. And even though I'm not going to use this, I wanted to show you something really quick that I love about these little guys. Oh, Candy, you definitely want this one. This one has so many good dies in it. So if you're like me, I can't cut in a straight line. It's just sad. But look how good this die set works for, it works well for the conversation clippings. So if you have just a little short one, like this word is just a 1-word sweet. You've got, let's see, yum yum could fit in that one. Or, you know, sweetheart would be a good one for that one. And then you've got, for a little bit longer one, like Yummalicious would fit in there pretty good. So definitely something you might want to keep in mind as you're using your conversation clippings. You've got a new option for cutting those out. And I don't think I used any of these on this card. No. We're going to use our hello. We're going to use our strawberry and the leaves. Here's our other strawberry. We're going to use both of our labels. And we are going to use... Donna is?
Yeah.
Woohoo, Donna!
Candy's sitting outside on her phone with her feet up in the beverage.
Oh, Candy, that sounds nice. Okay, so you can see our card. I tried to utilize several of the dies for this, so we're going to use all of these. But I'm going to just kind of scooch them to the side because I've already pre-cut everything. Just because I don't, you know how it works to die cut something out. You don't need me to show you. And if not, then you can catch one of my other videos or anybody's on this channel because everybody can show you how to do that. So first thing we're going to start off with, just to get it kind of out of our way, this is our pre-cut, pre-scored Brutus Monroe card base. Love these. If you haven't tried them, definitely give them a try. They are perfect for card making, and they are very convenient. And if you like one layer cards, these are really great for Copic coloring or any kind of blending. This is perfect blend paper that they are cut from. So we'll just put our card base to the side. And let's take, I have cut a piece of cardstock. This is 4 by 5 1/4. So we'll have a little bit of a border around our card base when we put it on. And I'm going to take some Simon Hurley Create ink. I'm using Remember Me. And I'm just going to ink blend that. This mat is my Stamp and Stick mat. And I've got the Berry Basket Stencil, which is the stencil of the month this month. Ready to go. So we're just going to ink blend that. I feel like all my strawberry cards are leaning towards the green and red, and I wanted to do something a little different, so we're going to switch things up a little bit today. This has a lot of green in it, but we're going more for the blue tones in it. Just for fun. Let's see. So I will have to tell you guys a story. Anyone who knows me very well at all knows my #1 phobia. And when I say phobia, I really mean phobia. I'm not exaggerating. I just cannot with mice. I cannot with any kind of rodent. Like if somebody wants me to hold a gerbil or whatever, I just can't do it. I don't know what it is. I just can't handle it. And over the weekend, we had a little visitor in the craft room. And let's just say that today was the first day back in my craft room because we finally got it. Because, oh my goodness, yeah, that was traumatic for me. But we figured out where it had come in, and we hadn't really seen any signs or anything. And so I am at least telling myself, and I think I'm fine, and Darren's telling me too, probably just because I'm so annoying with this phobia of mine, but I do think we only had the one. And I do think it was definitely recent. I don't think it was here long because, like I said, we didn't see any signs. And now we've got the little entryway. It was coming in all secure, and Darren took good care of me with that. But yeah, I paid Benji to clean out my craft closet because that's where I saw it run and I was terrified. And so, yeah, now my closet is organized too. And so bonus, Benji has a little spending money. I thought of all the rooms, this is the room where it would have somewhere to hide because I have lots of little bins of things. So it freaked me out, but thankfully I think the problem is solved. Okay.
Donna said she's with you. She doesn't like mice, rats, or snakes. She's scared of death.
You know, Donna, I can handle a snake better than a mouse. In fact, I'm kind of fond of the fact that snakes will eat the mice. So, you know, they win points for me on that. But I understand not liking them. Logically, you know, I know I'm 10 times bigger than a little mouse. I know all of these things, but it's not a logical thing. I just can't logic it away.
Candy said someday she'll tell you her mouse story.
Oh, yeah. Give me a little space between us having this mouse gone and telling me the story, because I'm probably going to have nightmares for a while as it is. But yeah, I do want to hear it. Thanks, Candy. I do want to hear your story. Okay. So you saw how quickly my mat was cleaned. Super easy. Love these. If you don't have a stick and stamp mat, you need to get 1 or 2 or 3. Okay, so now we've got the base of our card ready. Let's start layering this. Well, I guess technically this is the base, but we've got the base of the decorative part, right? You know, I think we could probably just stick it on. Let me see how long our border is first. Yeah, let's just stick it on. I don't think that we're going to do anything that makes it so you can't. I don't think I'm going to put ribbon on this, but you know, now that I'm going to stick it on, for that reason alone, I'm probably going to go, oh, that would have looked so much better with a little piece of ribbon, but I don't think it's going to need it. We'll find out, won't we?
Candy said what, no ribbon?
I know, Candy, can you believe no ribbon? What is going on? Okay, so I'm going to attempt to put this on centered and straight. I'll do my best, but I am just kind of eyeballing it, so that's gonna be where that's gonna go. And then I want to show you some of the little pieces we're going to use. Actually, I'll do this first because I assembled some of them so that I wasn't gluing the entire time. So let's do the ones I left. So we've got our 2 little dies here. And now that you've seen what they look like all die cut and everything, I'm going to kind of put them away as I go. You've seen the scalloped border. I don't know, I can't talk. And let's see. Let's look at all of our, we've got our little leaves, you can see. I feel like I can put those away. Now I want to show you on the flower what I did. So I think this is the little one. Yeah, I think it might be the littlest one. And what I did for the center, no, it's the medium one, is I actually just have this hole punch I've had in my stash for a good decade, I'm sure. And it just has a little, it's a punch, but it makes that little flower. As you can see, one came out just for me. And so that works great for the centers because I wanted to use all 3 of the sizes for flowers and I didn't want to use them for the centers. So if you don't have something like that, you could just use the bigger one and then use one of the smaller ones for the center. I keep trying to put the border on, but I don't want to do that till I have everything else in place. So let's go ahead and let's put our label together. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're back.
I had a notification that froze up my phone and I didn't see it.
They label together.
Okay, so I put my label together. I'm adding my little vine.
I thought it was just me. I would have told you if I thought it was just...
Well, that's okay. At least we know now. I'll have to watch for that in the future. Okay. I'll ask you about it after. It's a thing that it's asking me for my Apple phone. So, all right. So now, what I did with the strawberries, I like dimension on my cards. And I wanted to keep this, I told you I wanted it to be a little less traditional. So I wanted just the lighter pink. I didn't go with yellow. You could just do green. You could just do like this and just have 2 layers and it would work just fine. I mean, look how cute that is. But I wanted to get some lighter pink in there. So I'm just going to trim off the top a little bit. And then we'll see if it's, we want to make sure none of that's going to show up the top. So I just want to make sure I got it down low enough. Ooh, look at that. Not too shabby. So now we're just going to put those together.
Candy said she started putting her phone on focus, do not disturb.
Oh, I'll have to look at mine and see if I can figure out how to do that, Candy. Thanks for the tip. I'm sure my phone does a lot of things I don't even know that it does. I am so not tech savvy. Who did? Darren?
Penny?
Hi, Penny. How are you? We're playing with the Simply Sweet die set tonight. Okay, so we've got our first strawberry all ready to go. We've got our cute little vine. We've got our strawberry that can go on our vine. We've got our little berry, our blossom. And then we've got all of our little leaves. And then I'll put this on last, but isn't that a cute font? I don't know what font it is, but I sure think it's cute. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add.
She was busy getting her craft ready for going in tomorrow.
Oh, that is definitely a priority, Penny. That makes sense. I still need to do that myself. Okay, so let's see if we can get this kind of centered on there at least. All right. I want to leave enough room for the border at the bottom. I don't want it to be so close to it that it's kind of, let's see. I think we'll put it about right there. Okay, so we've got our first little panel on there, and I'm just going to move these over. Well, I'll just move them up where they are. We've seen our strawberries now. We've seen our little flowers. We've seen our little sentiment. I would just rather put my dies away so I don't lose them. I hope you don't mind. Okay, so now I've put most of this together because I just didn't want to glue the entire time, like I said. So I'm just going to put our little panel together. And I am loving this vine. I want to play with it some more and maybe make a card that just has the vine for a background. Who is?
Candy.
Oh my goodness, I'm on the big screen tonight. Woohoo! So Candy switched me to the big screen and Donna switched me to the big screen. My goodness. Okay, so now we can add this to our card base. I like to stick as many things on as I go as I can, just because you've seen me. I can lose things really easily. They can be right in front of me too, and I can just not see them, but I do want to show you one thing that I was trying to explain that probably didn't make a lot of sense. So I'll just show you really quick. When I was talking about the green, I cut it out and then I just cut out my vine from that. And I actually was able to cut it one way and then cut it another way. So I was able to catch 2 from each one of those. And then the length was already figured out for me that way. Okay, so now we'll put this guy on there. Okay, so we've got that vine on there, and we've got all of these pieces already assembled. So we'll just set that to the side. And we'll do our last one. So next week I may be going on at a different time. I'm working things out with Christopher and Michael because I'm just having a conflict with Benji's schedule and my schedule meeting up. And since I'm the driver and since Darren helps with the lives anyway, we got to figure it out. So watch for that. I'll make absolutely sure that I make it clear what time I'm going on, but it will either be Wednesday at a slightly different time or possibly Friday. So watch for that. And that will be a new time that I will set going forward. I hate to move around very much. I like to stay consistent, but it just hasn't been working too good. So we will figure it out. Okay, so let's get this guy on there. And I think they're pretty close. They're probably not exact, but I'm not very exact if you've ever watched me. So I am okay with it not being absolutely perfectly exact. I say I'm okay with it, but I guess what I'm saying is I learned to live with it. Because I am very imperfect. So I had to learn that. It's okay. I used to craft with my mom and my sister growing up. We did a lot of wood crafts. It was when boutiques were the big thing. Everybody had boutiques. And I have such fond memories of that. But I remember we would go to do crafts and I would try to be all elaborate. And my sister would do these cute, simple little faces, and hers were always 10 times cuter than mine. And it used to frustrate me so bad because I'd spend so much time and I'd be like, I like her so much better. Okay, let's see.
Candy said she's thinking about doing live on Facebook channel on Saturday morning just for fun because she's always in a craft room anyway.
Oh, that's a fun idea. I know, I was telling my sister we needed to, I haven't ever really done a lot of like, I've done the Zooms that Brutus Monroe has hosted for cropping together or whatever, but I haven't really done it on my own. And I was talking to my sister and saying we should do that. And the design team has talked about doing it too. So I may have to venture out and do some of that. All right, so we want to move it while it's still wet. Now that we've got that, we can do that. Okay, so I'm just kind of still placing things, but I think we'll go ahead and put let's put our sentiments on first and work around the sentiments. Now, if you want these to stand up more, you can layer your sentiments, which is always really cute. I'm not going to do that today, but like I said, that's always a fun option. I should show you one more thing about this die that's really fun. After I glue this down, I'll show you what it looks like when you cut it out. So this is how it looks. So you could, and then it's got the insides of the E and the O and the L's, of course. So you could do some fancy paper piecing with that and it'd be really, really cute. I just wanted it to be more simple on this one, but I am loving this. I like the way that that one cuts out. Okay, now let's get our strawberries going on this. So I think maybe we'll do something like that. Let's get our little blossom on there. I may not use all of the leaves that I've got cut out, but we'll look and see. I always cut out a few more than what I need, just so that I am covered. And then I did 2 different shades of the pink so that I could get just a little bit of interest in those. Let's put our big flower there. I mean our big leaf. Maybe we'll go the other way a little bit. And maybe when I was playing with this, I arranged it a little bit different. So now I have to improvise a little bit, which I'm good with. I like being able to play with it a little bit different.
Gina's got to watch replay, your power went out.
Oh no, Tina. I hope it comes back on quickly. Stay safe. All right. Here's the thing. Kind of going back to with my sister and why she was so successful is I think sometimes we just have to rethink our plan and not force our original ideas, because sometimes something else comes along. You kind of have to listen to your project, and your project will usually guide you where you want to be. So sometimes it may be completely different than how you started, and that's okay. Try to be flexible and allow yourself to just kind of let it take shape how it wants to. I think we'll do one more flower. Gets a little easier as you get them stuck down a little bit. Sometimes just moving them around is tricky because they move on you. But since this is our very first one, there we go. We want it to be inviting for the rest of the card, if that makes sense. I feel like it needs just a little bit more green. Let's see if I can fit one more leaf in there somewhere. Or if I'm doing the force thing. Well, I think I like that. What do you guys think? We'll scooch those out of the way and let's start assembling. So I think I'll put my little leaf down first on this guy. Got our first little set of blossoms, and then I'm gonna grab.
Donna says she's loving this card.
Isn't this a fun little card? And it's so easy. I love cards that come together so easily. So I like to buy a couple of different brands sometimes of my foam, because sometimes, well, and you probably can get different thicknesses anyway, and I just don't pay attention to how thick they are. But I've got 2 different thicknesses here, which is kind of nice when you're trying to get a little bit of dimension in your project. So I'm just going to cut these ones in half so that they fit on my berries, which is also nice because then they go a little further. So that'll stand it out a little bit from the blossom. And then this one's a little bit even, what's the word, deeper? Thicker? Taller? I'm not sure. So that gives us all those dimensions there. Okay, so let's do these guys first on this one. All right, so now we need one more of those taller. Small. They're tall, but they're small, which is kind of a fun combination. Perfect for what we're doing today. Okay, so the question is, do I feel like I need a bow right here? And that is a question that I am considering right now. So I'm going to try one thing that I like to do. Well, let's try this. Hang on one sec. I'm going to grab my tier tray dies and see what I think of that bow. I love that set. And that bow is one of my favorite dies. If I can find it, I just got to grab my... Bear with me for a second while I...
Jonathan, when he gets the peach next week, I want to freeze some for peach cobbler pie and smoothies. It's peach season there.
Oh, Donna, you're making my mouth water. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. I'm glad I went through these because I need to tell you something about this die set that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, making report pie to eat for trade show ending weekend.
She's what?
Making report pie.
For create your own ending?
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, well, let me grab out my ribbon die. Here it is. Look how cute that is. I think that's just the perfect size to just finish it off. We just need to cut that out of white and we will have it. I just happen to have a piece of scrap paper here. I'm just going to throw that through my die set really quick. Another bow that's really fun to use is the bow from the birthday box set. That's really fun if you want to add a little bit more of a three-dimensional look. But where I've got everything going on with the strawberries, I wanted to keep this one a little bit lower profile. So, what do we think of that? It's kind of getting lost, isn't it? Hang on. Let me just mess with it for a minute.
Candy said the last time she made it, she didn't know her mom had a typo and it was horrible, so this is a redo.
A typo on a recipe is a very, very bad thing, isn't it? I think that'll work. If we put it on an angle, we don't lose it. Yes, I've wondered if I've had typos before, but I think I just messed up the recipes sometimes on things, but that's hilarious. That could go horribly wrong.
She said a bow after all.
I did. I added a bow after all. I stayed true to my usual. Let's see. Do I like that? No. I don't like that. Okay, let me not forget this. This is the Pickup Lines die set, and mine's a sample. That's why it looks different than yours would look. But this set right now is on an awesome promotion. I think it's for just today. Is it just today, Darren? Can you look that up really quick? I'm looking it up because I don't remember. It might be further than that, but when you spend $25 at Brutus Monroe, you get this die set for free.
Today only.
And it's today only. So today is what? It's Wednesday the 17th. So if you are watching this on Wednesday the 17th, hurry and get your $25 order in so that you can get this for free. Pickup Lines. It's so cute. Okay, I feel like we're good. I feel like sometimes I put too many things. What do you guys think? Do you think it needs a little anything in the bow? Should we try a little? Well, I think we got enough going on the card itself. Look, I didn't even put any enamel in the enamel dots on there, but we could see if one looks good in the center of our bow, or if we even need it. Okay, I kind of like that.
Candy says, let me just say I didn't need salt in my system for days.
Oh man, Sandy. Salt. Candy, sorry. I'm so sorry. I was thinking candy, but it came out Sandy. Yeah, that definitely makes a difference. Salt content is definitely an ingredient you can't get away with messing up. All right, so here is our finished card. Super simple, super easy, but I think it's so much fun. All right, thank you so much for joining me. And if you're going to be there for Create Your Own Ending, enjoy your weekend. And even if you're not going to be there, enjoy your weekend. And I will be back next week. Again, I'll let you know for sure what time and for sure what day. But I look forward to being with you again. Thanks so much. Bye.